Meet the artist, Larry and Leslie Latour at Jessie's Well, Songwriters Club, Friday, May 23rd at 2025 at 4 p.m. Eastern Central Time. And it is now 3:54, and we will go up. The YouTube site is up.
So I'm doing it for Jessie as well. Tick came back, nothing.
Yeah, it hasn't gone up yet.
So the tick testing report is they tested it for different things, but nothing's detected.
Good.
Knocked him out of spotting fever. Because of the dog tick. So I'm going to Jessie's Well.
So YouTube is up, and I'm drinking some coffee. I'm going to turn on the Meet the Artists.
It's hot in here.
So it's up and running. Hey, everybody. We're signing on 4 minutes early so that Leslie can share it out. We're in Jessie's Well.
We are?
Yeah, and you go down to Jessie's Well
Oh, there we are. Okay. There we go.
and share it out to
Got it.
Larry Latour and share it out to Leslie Latour.
I can't share it out on yours.
Why
I
can't you?
send it to you because I can't put it on your wall. Maybe I can. I'll try.
We're on about 3 minutes early so that we can get this show going. I'm Larry. This is Leslie. And
Hello
we're-
there.
We're the subjects of the Meet the Artist today.
That's it's us. Yeah. Okay, so no, we're not going to be like, this isn't going to be like a Zoom room
No,
with anybody on.
No.
I thought Sandy, for some reason, like Sandy was interviewing us or something.
no, but I think Sandy wants us to talk about our songs and give it a little time.
Okay.
I gotta move this aside. Here we go. Hi, Kat.
Okay. So I don't have to do anything else here
Oh,
except
did you get
if,
it to?
if people are going to talk
Larry?
to us, how are you going to see it?
Did you
you
get
will
it to
see-
Larry?
Yes, I did.
All right.
So you'll see his comments
You'll
on there.
see the comments.
Oh, got you. Got it.
You'll see the comments.
Gotcha. Did we do this? Didn't we do this like 5
We
years?
never did this before.
Are you sure?
No, we did a
Didn't we do this like 5 years ago or something?
we did a Sunday session.
Oh, well, I think we did this too. Didn't we do this once? Because this has been going on for a while. This is Gay's group, right?
If you're on, say hello.
Sometimes if I'm on here, I can see comments.
Sandy, if you're on, say hello.
People came on and left. Everybody left. We're the only ones on. Everybody was here. Okay.
What if we gave a show and nobody came?
It's what's happening right now. Been there, done that. We did it. A couple of shows where nobody came. We did one show at a Grange. Larry wanted to start a Grange tour of the Granges in Maine, and we did one or two and said, no, that's really not going to work.
That's not going to work.
We had how many people? 8?
11.
Hi, Crumb Bun. Hi, Crumb. Coming up?
Meet the artists. Come on, meet the artists. Come in and join us.
It's okay. We just go ahead and do our thing.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna start off with a song that we start off with on every one of our 226 shows so far since COVID started. No, you can't turn around, we're all gonna drown. You say we've been blindsided, don't act so damn righteous. You were part of the fall, we all dropped the ball. If you look at the path, yeah, didn't answer the call. We hit a wall, dropped the ball, hit a wall, in a free fall. Hindsight, 2020 hindsight doesn't make your mind right. You can never go back to a crowd,
to a flight,
to a concert at night, to a flight in the air. No more share,
Hey, no fair.
unaware. Don't you dare go outside. Don't you dare go outside. Set in a time where you won't go outside. Can hang out with your mates. You can still hear the cries of the ones
who are lost,
helter-skeltered, and then we just keep on asking, hey, what, where, and when? You can't be with the others.
Cats are fighting till they get
Till they
over,
get over
the deluge.
Nothing left but the refuge. Can't accept the way it just has to be. Hindsight, 2020 hindsight doesn't make your mind right. You can never go back to a crowd,
to a flight,
to a concert at night, to a flight in the air. No more share,
hey, no fair.
unaware. Don't you dare go outside. Don't you dare go outside. Don't you dare go outside. So we wrote that in the middle of 2020, right? And we didn't write it right at the first show.
We wrote it
We
after.
wrote it about 20 shows in.
Well, when
So-
COVID was really wailing and you know, you couldn't go anywhere, everything was shut down.
And
That's when we wrote that.
yeah, and
They were
about-
saying
and
shelter in
about-
place and stay in your house. And I mean, people were even afraid to go outside, out the doors,
So we
because nobody
started
knew what was going on yet.
our show series, which is now up to 226 shows.
Yeah, every Tuesday night, if you haven't been on. Probably people who are on here have most likely already been on our Tuesday night show.
Yeah, and so we're starting off with that song 2020 Hindsight,
Sharing it here and there.
because that has become our theme song to open the show with, And here's a song that we Leslie wrote in sort of the same vein. It was I've got room in my cocoon. So it was.
Oh, was it the same year or was it a year later?
No, I think it was the same year.
Well, how long were we locked down for? A year?
We were locked down for a year and a half.
Yeah, so I think I wrote this
that
maybe
summer.
this was this was in the middle of winter, big snowstorm. Think about the springtime. I've got room in my cocoon. If you wanna just be quiet and wait out all the cold and the cacophony, I've got room in my cocoon. If we can listen, I've got room in my cocoon where we can listen to the breath and only leave the world to weave and spin. I've got room in my cocoon. If you can stand to just wait till we're ready to become what we don't know of, with a love between us that we never spoke of. Oh, we can dance between the shadows of the morning. Or we could hide amidst whatever we call yesterday. It isn't everyone I'd share this peaceful place with. There's only one that I would share this sweet embrace with. But it's the stillness and the silence of the darkness that just might make you wanna turn and run. Make you wanna turn and run. Or we can stay here and be something else completely when we leave here. Save the time and place for you and me here. Oh, we can dance between the shadows of the morning. Or we could hide amidst whatever we call yesterday. Watch and wait as long as there is time to. And I would dance this dance as long as we've a mind to.
Where's that chord?
I have no idea.
There it is.
I don't even know
There
what
we
you got. So think about the springtime. I've got room in my cocoon. If you want to just be quiet and wait out all the cold and the cacophony, I've got room in my cocoon where we can listen. I've got room in my cocoon where we can listen to the springtime and the free. I don't know where you went with that.
I don't know where I went either.
I don't have any idea. I was saying, okay, wait a minute. Are we going back to another chorus?
So
or
that
is
was
there a bridge that I didn't know that we wrote?
That was what the sound man who did our album said it was a samba. I thought it was like a rumba, but it was a samba.
A saramba.
A samba.
It was
And-
yeah.
no, it was a bossa
Sometimes
nova.
a Latin bossa nova.
It was a bossa nova.
Well, that's what
so
he,
and
on the
he
recording he
knows-
did bossa nova stuff on.
Andrew knows bossa nova.
with the percussion. Yeah. So
I
it's-
think what happens is Leslie sent me those lyrics, and I wanted something that was light. I wanted something that was
that's the first,
easy going.
that's the first.
Please jump in with any questions you got.
That's the first Latin dance song that
is
you've
Sandy
ever
there?
written. The first Latin song you've ever written, I
yeah.
think, isn't it?
I think so. It's sort of the first Latin song, but we've had a couple others.
Yeah, we've got
Since
a
then.
couple of them since then.
Feel free to jump in with any
We're
questions
having a nice
you got.
afternoon
It's
coffee
meet the artists after all.
with my see the lizard? Can you see it from there? He's a lizard. It's been raining here on and off for almost 2 months, so a little afternoon coffee to stay warm. The heat's still on in the house too. Do you need words for what you're doing? Do you need your words? You haven't done this song in quite a while.
No, I haven't.
It's good to have words when you're older. I wouldn't say old. When you're a little older, it's good to have words when you haven't done a song in a while. Ain't it?
Yep.
Tisn't it?
There it is.
There we
No,
go. Larry, yeah, because he wrote this song 25 years ago. That's a long time ago to remember the
Well, I actually have,
words. Hi, Crumbun. You kind of coming up? Crumby do. Come on.
and I'm looking for the words. I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. There it is. So this was a folk song. This was a pure folk song. Saturday night is coming round again. Coming on up to the 8 o'clock, amen. I got my music bags and I'm heading out to my car. Thank God I'm not a-going so very far. 'Cause I'm going downtown to play guitar where all my folky friends are tonight.
Ooh,
Alright. We're gonna bring it up a little by little. Guitar with voices in the middle, dancing like you're walking on a hot cold griddle. Bring it on up with the banjo and a fiddle tonight. We're gonna have a good time, alright. Bring it up a little by little tonight. Started all up with a little Amazing Grace. Song about a captain who made a quick about face. And then we sang good night to sweet Irene. Song about a lover who threatened to take morphine. If we sang all those great songs tonight, we wouldn't get home till the morning light tonight.
Ooh,
Alright, we're gonna bring it up a little by little. Guitar with voices in the middle, dancing like you're walking on a hot cold griddle. Singing on up with the banjo and a fiddle tonight. Gonna have a good time, alright. Bring it up a little by little tonight.
Alright.
Cranking it up with a song about the MTA. about a man who couldn't get out, no pay, no way. And then a big ship sank and a lifeboat saves a few. Killed the husbands and the wives and the little bitty babies too. We sang so loud and with so much force. When we left, our voices were so hoarse again. Ooh, hey man, we're gonna bring it up a little by a little. Guitar with voices in the middle, dancing like we're walking on a hot cold griddle. Singing on up with a banjo and a fiddle tonight. Gonna have a good time, alright. Bring it up a little by little tonight. Bring it up a little by little. Guitar with voices in the middle, dancing like you're walking on a hot cold griddle. Singing on up with a banjo and a fiddle tonight. We're gonna have a good time, alright. Bring it up a little by little tonight. Bring it up a little by little. Guitar with voices in the middle, dancing like you're walking on a hot cold griddle. Singing on up with the banjo and a fiddle tonight. Gonna have a good time, alright. Bring it up a little by little tonight. Alright. So anybody got any questions? There's 5 of you out there. We're supposed to be talking about songwriting. That song was written.
We can do that
we
for
can
hours.
do that for hours. That song was written in '96, and I wrote it because we were at a.
It says 2000. Oh, okay. 2000 when you recorded it. Yeah. Oh, so you wrote it 30 years ago.
I wrote it 30 years ago.
30
years ago. 95. I wrote it 30 years ago, and I wrote it because we had a group. They used to sit around and play music with fiddles and guitars and all that stuff. And then I went to a coffee house, the Skowhegan Coffee House, about 60 miles away. We're in Bangor, Maine.
Well,
we're
not
Glenburn.
In
Bangor,
we're
Maine.
outside
we're
of
Glenburn, Maine.
Bangor.
Not Glenburn.
Yeah,
Scotland.
I joined a Glenburn group on Facebook. I joined a Glenburn group, and then I realized it was Glenburn, Scotland. We had a good time for a while there, but then they forgot about me because I didn't know what I was talking about.
They were pretty raunchy. Well, I guess this is a quiet group.
Larry's made
no
a little list up.
So this is that song, but just to give you a little context to that song, those are folk tunes that I was talking about. Amazing Grace is a folk tune, and it was written by a captain who went halfway. He was a slaver, and he went halfway across the ocean, and then said, and he found God, and he went back and he let them all go.
Which one?
Amazing Grace.
Oh, I knew that on some level, but I completely forgot that was where that who wrote
Good Night.
Who wrote Amazing Grace? The guy that did that? The guy that left?
Yeah.
Left and took back everybody that he had stolen?
Yeah. And it's Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Sometimes I live in the country, sometimes I live in town. Sometimes I have a great notion to jump in the river and drown. I take morphine and die. There was a line in there. I take morphine and die. So is
that what you're talking about?
The MTA songs. Did he ever return? No, he never returned. And his face is still unlearned. He made ride forever neath the streets of Boston. He's a man who never returned. It was it was a folk tune about getting on the subway and not. You used to have to pay to get off, and he didn't have the money to get off, so he just kept riding.
People still sometimes do that to stay warm.
And
down there,
the Titanic was a song that was written by somebody in steerage, and he said, you know, what's good for the highfalutin guys. They deserve what they got. the J.P. Morgans of the world and all that kind of stuff. And so that's where the big ship sank and the lifeboat saved so few. Because if you recall, the Titanic was very under lifeboated. They only had lifeboats for like 1,500, and they had like 5,000 people on board. So now this next song, tell them about this next song, Making Paper from the Wood.
Oh, I wrote this next song about 25 years ago when the mill in Old Town closed down, Diamond International Mill. The mills were closing. Well, actually, it wasn't the one in Old Town when I wrote this. It was the mill in Millinocket up further. The other one had already closed. And people were taking their car keys and throwing them on the table because they just couldn't, and walking out and leaving their houses. Couldn't afford to pay for anything anymore. And they were the kind of the well-to-do of Maine at that point, because when you work in a mill, you made more money than you'd make anywhere else. Probably a third of the way up, 2/3 of the way up to being a doctor or a lawyer in the state. And
Sandy actually
so
shared a song with me called One Horse Town, because he
Right.
had the same problem in Scotland.
Right.
He
Well,
had
it's
the same problem in Scotland with the mills
it's
closing down.
It's a problem everywhere. We've got a friend who worked in Flint at the car manufacturing. They closed. He lost his job. A lot of people now. We all know this. But there was a benefit in town for the paper workers, and we did this song, wrote this song for them. And it's sort of going around. A lot of people now play it around here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people do play it around here.
I did my job, took home my pay, had no idea they could take it away. You get real scared when you do what you know. You show up to work, boss tells you go.
But where do you go?
But where do you go?
Town built around the mill.
Town's built around the mill.
And our homes and our families
And our homes and our families
are settled there still.
Are settled there still.
We all worked hard.
We all worked hard.
We did what we could.
We did what we could.
That's what we know.
'Cause that's what we know.
Making paper from the wood.
Making paper from the wood. The cupboard's getting bare. It don't seem fair. All that I want is to earn my share. But what could I do? I learned what I could. And that's what I learned. Making paper from the wood.
Where do you go?
But where do you go?
Town built around the mill.
Town's built around the mill.
And our homes and our families
And our homes and our families
are settled there still.
Are settled there
We
still.
all worked hard.
We all worked hard.
We did what we could.
We did what we could.
That's what we know.
'Cause that's what we know.
Making paper from the wood.
Making paper from the wood. World's changing fast. Maybe things don't last. Must be more to learn on this changing path. I sure hope it's good. I guess we'll know when we should. For now, our heart in making paper from the wood. But where do you go? Town's built around the mill. And our homes and our families are settled there still. We all worked hard. We did what we could. 'Cause that's what we know. Making paper from the wood. But where do you go? Town's built around the mill. And our homes and our families are settled there still. We all worked hard. We did what we could, 'cause that's what we know. Making paper from the wood, 'cause that's what we know. Making paper from the wood.
I'm not used to this no comments thing. We had. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of that. Somebody usually tells me get rid of the green.
I know we're used to lots of comments and lots of people, a lot of back and forth. But you guys are a quiet group, just small
This is
group.
a quiet group.
What are you looking for?
Somehow I thought there was going to be like 20 people on today, but there's not. So we're going to sing to the fore. Let's do this.
And let's just go till 5, okay? Right?
Yep.
This was a Jesse's Well.
Oh boy. Hold on.
This was a Jesse's Well one too. Do you want to jump right to this?
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna.
There we go.
Here we go.
This was a Jesse's Well challenge. Last summer, I believe. And I said, "Oh, we can't write it. There's nothing. We can't write about this. What are we going to write about this? The equinox." I said, "We can't write about this." And then next thing you know, out came the words. It's funny how sometimes that happens.
We are waiting. We are waiting. We are waiting. We are waiting for the equinox. You must be quiet.
I am waiting.
You must be patient.
I am waiting.
You must be ready. When the winter leaves you wanting,
we will dance.
For when she changes,
we will dance.
She rearranges,
we will dance.
With the druids,
we will dance.
And the goddess,
we will dance.
Well, the cold is gone and the lightness of the world is all around her.
We will dance.
When the fires of the springtime, they are reignited all around her.
We will dance.
On the evetide, when the winter's end takes flight, all around her.
We will dance.
For the sunrise,
I am waiting.
With our breath,
I am waiting.
We are waiting. We are waiting
for the equinox.
You will dance.
You must be quiet.
I am waiting.
You must be patient.
I am waiting. You must be ready. I am here.
I am here.
We are waiting.
We are here.
We are ready.
We are here.
We are waiting.
We will dance.
We are waiting.
We will dance. We have waited so long. Turn your face to the sun, and I'll sing you a song. I'm bringing you back. I am yours, you are mine. We all are one. This is our precious time for the sunrise. With our breath, I am waiting. We are waiting. We are waiting for the equinox. You must be quiet. I am waiting. You must be patient. I am waiting. You must be ready when the winter leaves you wanting. We will dance. Oh, when she changes, we will dance. She rearranges. We will dance. With the druids, we will dance. And the goddess, we will dance. Open your eyes and we'll greet the springtime. Open your eyes and we'll feel the sunrise. We have waited so long. This is our time. This is our time. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. We all are one. Open your eyes. Turn your face to the sun. Open your eyes. Feel the sunrise. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. We will dance. I am waiting. We will dance. I am waiting. We will dance. I am waiting. Open your eyes. I am waiting. Oh, we will dance. Open your eyes. I am waiting. We will dance. Open your eyes. We will dance. I am waiting. Open your eyes. That was the equinox, and that was a Jesse's Well challenge. We were writing fiends there for a while. Yeah.
Then we started working on an album.
Yeah, we haven't
And
written
we
anything.
threw all of our energies into this album. We have decided to do something a little bit different than what we had. Is Sandy there? We might not be getting comments through.
Nope.
Comments?
They would be coming through.
Are comments coming through?
There aren't any.
Sandy Stewart, where are you? Gabe Lott, where are you? So, are there any comments coming through at all?
No, they're not.
Maybe the comments are broken.
No. Okay, well, here they are. There's all the comments. All right, so Greg and Fred, Song Farmer. Oh, Fred just tagged a whole bunch of people. Laura, thanks, you guys. For some reason, the comments didn't come
The comments are not coming through.
Hi,
on the
Laura.
screen.
Hi, Fred.
So
Thank
what questions do the people have?
Hi, Greg. No comments, just people are tagging. People are just tagging.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for tagging it. I didn't see any of the people are commenting. Okay. For some reason we're not seeing much.
We're not seeing the comments on our screen for some reason.
Nothing's coming up. It's
Nothing's coming up.
So
No comments yet.
But thank you for being here, whoever's here and whoever's sharing it out and whoever's watching it.
I'm
Sometimes
sorry.
that happens with
we
comments.
were supposed to be commenting on the comments, and what are some of the things
just
people
hi,
are saying?
can't stay. No, there aren't any comments. Not on my phone anyway. See, it's okay.
All right.
Just we'll go through and see if there's anything else. But this is the Jessie's Well site, and that's there. You see everything right there. So we're trying to write a country song for some reason,
and it
I
didn't
don't know
come out
why
like a
we
country song. It
tried
came
to
out.
tried to write a country song.
So the interesting thing about this
Actually,
song
it
was
kind of did
Leslie
come-
writes lyrics. Leslie writes lyrics, and I tried to put them into. I wrote the chorus. Remember that? All I know is I'll be with you soon. And then you wrote the lyrics. You wrote the story, and you wrote the first half of the story. And then I said, "You got to finish it," and you finished it all right. The second verse is like the other end of life. I think of it as like there's an animated cartoon called Up. When the first 5 minutes is the most beautiful 5 minutes I've ever seen in my life, and then you don't have to watch the rest of the movie.
You were riding like a cowboy ever since you were a child. I'd be watching cross the fences and you scared me, but I just smiled. We'd be riding from dusk till dawn, singing some silly country song. And I tell you, it's getting dark, you better get back home. On the day you turned 16, you got a stallion that you had to break. As I watched him get the best of you, I thought I'd taken all that I could take. Then you calmed him with your smile, till you rode him in your classy style. And as I watched you ride away, I knew you had my heart. I know that you would always come back home. So I look for your smile in the half-light of the moon. I know you'd never leave me here alone. All I know is I'll be with you soon.
Now, here's the other end of the story.
Well, it's more than 50 years ago we took the trail of man and wife. And I could never count the blessings I've been given with you in my life. But then your ride became too rough, and we knew that you had had enough. And you said, I'll just ride on up ahead now, and I love you, and I'll meet you back home. Everyone is gone, they've left me here alone. But I still look for your smile in the half-light of the moon. They keep on saying you've only just gone home. All I know is I'll be with you soon. All I know is I'll be with you soon. That's worth 5 Kleenex anyway.
We had a story. We played that the first time we
Hi,
played
Melissa
that
Ann.
in Arizona.
Hi, Lorraine.
The
Oh,
first time-
now the comments are all coming through now. Go ahead.
What
Oh.
comments?
The first song we wrote and sang together. Good question.
What was the first song we wrote and sang together? I think it was.
I have no idea.
There'll always be me.
Oh yeah.
There'll always be me.
There'll
Making
always-
Paper from the Wood is back
There'll
at
always
that
be
time
me.
too, because we wrote Making Paper from the Wood for
Thanks,
a folk
Melissa.
band called Generations, and that was the first
That
song
was
that we wrote
we
together.
just did that. Yeah.
I wrote a
think
song
you're right.
back in 1983, and I'm going to play it now. And the words I wrote in 1983, and then I wasn't happy with the melody, and I threw it away and wrote another melody in 1997.
I like this melody that you wrote for this now. It's fun too because when we're doing it out live, it's got a lot. It's got 100 harmonies on.
You got the.
Yeah. What key is it? C. What key? C.
G.
Oh, G.
It's dark before morning. The stars are fading. Watching the sun break the night. So deathly quiet. There's beauty waiting. Away, away, nights away. Mist on the waters surrounding the rocks. On the shoreline, out into the bay. The waves gently lapping on sleeping boats waiting. Away, away, mist away. Away, 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 mist away. Captain sits dreaming of an evening red sky, a proverb of sailors in the sea. A feeling inside said that he'll be believing. Away, away, red sky away. My love's on the dockside with tears streaming eyes, hoping for a glimpse o'er the bay. Her lover is standing on deck in the morning. Away, away, love away. Away, away. is shining, the night it is still, the wind it is rising, the sails they are filled. With the mountains behind us, we are sailing away. I'll be back with the autumn to hold you, I say. Away, 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 love, away, 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 love, away. It's dark before morning, stars are fading, watching the sun break the night.
Everybody loves singing along with that one.
That we do that in a jam session all the time, and people, it's simple
It's
enough
fun.
that you
Close
can
your eyes
play
and
it.
pretend you're on a boat. Out on a boat somewhere.
Leslie says I was a sea captain in another life.
Yes, I do play harp.
So-
Sort of. I do my best with it. Thanks, you guys. How you doing, Lorraine?
So the genesis of that song was in 1982. I was on a schooner up in Maine called the Harvey Gamage, and I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning in a harbor, and it was socked in with fog, absolutely socked in with fog. And there were 11 ships in that harbor. And the captain said, "Come on, let's take a ride," because he wanted me to row. And I rowed, and we went under the bowsprits of about 11 ships. And I started thinking about how
The
those
bowsprit?
ships, the bowsprits, the big long
Right.
the bowsprits.
I'd never heard
the-
that before.
The bowsprits.
See, he was a pirate in a last life. I know that.
The you know
He
what
writes all these
bowsprits
sea
are.
songs, and he had
and
sea shanties that come from who knows where.
and I started thinking about 100 years before, when there were hundreds of those boats on the Maine coast, hundreds of boats, fishing boats,
Well,
cargo
and
schooners.
There's war boats too, because we've
And-
got a fort down about half an hour from us, sitting right in the corner to protect the towns from any.
Yeah, that's right.
ships
And
coming
if you've
in.
ever heard of the term down east is down east. It's the direction of the wind takes you.
Yeah, but
when
it's really north from where we
it's-
are.
It's really
I
north.
always
but
wondered why they called it
it's-
down
it's
east, because
down
it's
east
northeast.
because you
Like
can-
down east begins probably 100 miles
if you
from
look
where we
on the
are
Maine
north.
coast, everybody take a look on the Maine coast and
It's very
see.
very pretty though.
It's very beautiful. Somebody said the Maine coast is like 3,000 miles long, because even though it's only 400 miles long.
Well, it's such a rocky. Yeah, there's so many
It's
inlets.
got this kind of stuff,
Yeah,
and it's beautiful.
a lot of whales and seals and
it's
stuff
beautiful.
like that.
So this was a challenge that
This a Jesse's Well challenge?
this was a Jesse's Well
Oh
challenge.
yeah, this was our challenge, wasn't it?
This was our
this was when
challenge.
Gay asked us to come up with something for a challenge. Say no more. Yeah, about a year ago. We got to get back in the swing of it. We haven't written anything in a bit. We've been
Well,
busy
we'll-
getting some concerts ready and just doing a lot of recordings.
Yeah,
and
we've got a
stuff.
bunch of concerts this summer. We got an activist concert to fight
next
tyranny.
week. Yeah,
Next
we
week.
decided we needed to get some of our activist songs out.
And
We're not doing any of the activist songs today, but
We have a band called Four Piece. And we're doing activist songs. We're doing some originals, and
Hi, Pam.
We're doing
welcome,
Pam.
Pam.
Hi. You know, I apologize to you. There's no comments. No, Sandy said we got to talk a lot.
I said,
Sandy
Larry, you're
said
talking
we gotta
too
talk
much.
a lot. Sandy
Like,
said we got to
sometimes
talk
people
a
say,
lot.
"Why don't you just talk? Why don't you stop talking and play some music?"
And there's no comments on the screen,
That's-
and I was
that's how
saying,
I'm
what's
feeling.
going on? Why are there no comments on the screen?
Because
Why?
you don't have it set up. that way somehow.
But they always the comments always come through on our shows. Maybe
I don't know. It's on
I
here.
don't know. It's on here.
It's right there. So
thank you so much for the tag. Greg is watching. Lorraine O'Leary is watching. Who else is watching? Fred. Aren't they a folksy power couple though? Yeah. I guess we are. You know, folk music. We tend to write stuff that's a little more poppy, but
I don't know.
Has AZ affected your songwriting?
I didn't see that one either.
There were some songs that we did, Phase of My Life, but everywhere you look, I can see for miles and miles and miles. What? You lost the comments?
Go ahead, do something because I can't.
You lost the comments?
You hit something, Larry. Yep. Okay.
Oh. Anyway.
Hey, Brother John. We're doing something in this group. We're doing called Meet the Artist Show. We were walking the other day. I held his hand in mine. He said he couldn't imagine a better life with his pretty Valentine. Our eyes met and he smiled at me as old Baxter lagged behind. And I know it was just right. He said he wondered just how we're doing. Did we leave that world behind? I know we're not very young anymore.
Got that right.
Does that magic potion out of time? I looked at him and I just smiled, put my finger to his lips, and I said, hush, my darling, say no more, just hug me. Say no more, just kiss me. Say no more, just love me tonight, and I know we'll be alright. You take my hand and you lead me down, and I feel so safe and warm. Something about the way you talk can carry me through every storm. We talk and talk throughout the day, and halfway through the night,
She does.
we never run out of things to say. It should
She
say
does.
he never runs out of things. Must be a funny sight. I laugh out loud as you ask again if everything's okay. And I said, hush, my darling. Say no more, just hug me. Say no more, just kiss me. Say no more, just love me tonight, and I know we'll be alright. Say no more, just hug me. Say no more, just kiss me. Say no more, just love me tonight, and I know we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Say no more, just hug me. We'll be alright. Say no more, just kiss me. We'll be alright. Say no more, just love me tonight. And I know we'll be alright.
We'll be alright.
We'll be alright.
We'll be alright.
So I talked about Baxter lagging behind. Our eyes met. He smiled at me as old Baxter lagged behind. Some of you remember Baxter. He was the second to last dog we lost. He was an enormous, ancient, white, yellow lab who we got when he was 10, and he died when he was almost 17.
We said we're gonna have him for a couple of years,
And he lived for almost 6 or 7.
He lived for almost 6 years.
Yeah.
And gee,
No laughing allowed. Oh yeah, we laugh. That's what we do.
no laughing allowed. No more laughing.
So this next one was also at Jessie's Well,
No, it wasn't. Werewolves and Witches?
wasn't it? No, never mind. I was wrong. It was Larry wrote this after he saw the movie Bull Durham for the 10th time, about what we believe in, because Kevin Costner talks about what he believed in that movie. A big long thing about what he believed in. Larry said, I'm going to write down what we believe in. Remember Baxter, Lorraine Duss? I know. We are dogless here, and it's still very strange. We're still in the...
We're looking.
We're figuring one will just show up when it's time. Probably wander right up into the yard. That's how it usually happens. They just show up when it's time for us to have one.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know a little about werewolves and witches. I know a little about angels to speak of. I know a little about snake oil and miracles. I know a little about the morning dove.
I know a little about black holes and galaxies, and I know a little about that Google biz. I know a little about the lifetime and the Milky Way, and I know a little about what love is.
I believe in eternity. I believe in God above.
I believe in the human condition and the magic in a baseball glove.
I believe that to help someone they just might need a little shove.
I believe in dreams and second chances.
I believe in love.
Just a little bit of love to believe in. To believe in you, girl.
Yes, you do.
Just a little bit of love to believe in. To believe in you. To believe in. I know a little about hiding your feelings. I know a little about the tears when you cry.
I know a little about the way of your dealings.
Oh, you do?
But I also think I know a little about how hard you try.
I believe that karma pays you back, and if you love her, let her go.
I believe that the love you spread will all come back to you just so.
I believe in the Travis pick. I believe in the heart and soul. I believe in the love music.
Music and the music of love.
You're up.
I believe in eternity. I believe in God above.
I believe in the human condition and the magic in a baseball glove.
I believe that to help someone they just might need a little shove.
I believe in dreams and second chances.
I believe in love.
I believe the dead people are all around us.
I believe in the spirit in all of us.
I believe in the afterlife.
And if you can listen, you can hear him talking.
You believe in werewolves, vampires?
And zombies
Do you believe in angels?
and devils. I don't know about all that, but I believe in you.
Just a little bit of love to believe in you, girl.
Yes, you do.
Just a little bit of love to believe in you.
Wow.
To
I believe in Thank you. That's what we believe in. Larry wrote that. Actually wrote that. Larry wrote all the words. He wrote what I believe in, and he nailed it pretty much.
Yeah, because I know what she
He
believes
knows
in.
me.
I know,
He knows
I know
me. He
what you
writes.
bel-
He's written songs about.
I believe in it. She
my life
writes. I
that
believe in
make more
eternity.
sense
I
than if
believe
I
in
ever
the God
wrote it.
above. I know a little about the way you're dealing.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. But I also think I
I
know a
know
little about
about
how hard you try.
Yeah.
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 That's right, yeah.
I have a little bit of a dealing issue.
But
I have a little bit of a dealings issue.
dealings.
Yeah. So that's the truth. That's the God's honest truth.
It is. Well, that's what we
Wolves
write.
and witches.
We write the truth. It's actually been better therapy for me to write than anybody I ever paid.
She's a spiritual person. My
Writing-
feet are firmly
Writing has
on the
been
ground.
more help to
Black
me
holes,
than anything
galaxies.
else, and singing has been more
Google biz.
healing for me than anything else I've ever done.
Yes.
And this next song was
We're getting close to the end here.
this next song was one that I wrote when I was doing what I do all the time is to let go of trying to save my kid. And I wrote the words to this. And he's still going.
Oh yeah.
Little struggle, broke his hand. He's in for surgery in 2 days. And but he's had a bumpy life, and I've always, you never let go of your kids. You never let go of worrying about them. And I wrote the words to this. Larry put the music to it. Three. There we go, capo 3. You were never in the way. I need for you to know it. So many times I've told you, but I'll be telling you once more. The day that you were born brought me back to being human, and I never felt that kind of love before. I'd been washed in pain and sorrow, and I was ready to check out. And then this little squalling bundle showed me what life was all about, and that was you. That was you. My world had something real and true then, yes. That was you. Wherever God will take you, I will trust that it is right. Wherever God will take you, brightest day or darkest night, but until God will take you, I will keep you in my sight. You were never in my way. Despite the rising of the tide, forever, forever, forever. You've almost left so many times. You've almost left me here. But I can't be in the world without you. You can't just leave me here alone. Tried to wrap the world around you, make you safe and sound just so. But life's just not like that at all. We just had to let you go. You belong to the call of the wild, but I'm still holding on to the heart of a sacred child. With 10,000 lifetimes gone, I know that to love is to let go. So your heart and soul can ever grow, but you need to always know we'll find a way. Forever, forever, forever. Wherever God will take you, I will trust that it is right. Wherever God will take you, brightest day or darkest night, but until God will take you, I will keep you in my sight. You were never in my way. Despite the rising of the tide,
Third one.
you're always right here by my side. Forever, 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 forever. We met because we were both musicians.
We here's the story.
Fred, we met when we met. I was going to an open mic and trying to come out of a deep dark hole, and I was starting to sing, and singing was bringing me out of it and bringing me back into the light.
And she ran a food cupboard.
And I ran a food cupboard.
And I would go help with the food cupboard
went and helped at the
go
food
play
cupboard and
piano at the open
played
mic.
music at the open mic, and I think that's where we met.
And that was
And then
where-
he came and he said to me, "I run an open mic. Why don't you come to my open mic?" Hey, baby, you run an open mic and I run an open mic. Why don't you come? And then we'll make an open mic together.
Yeah.
And then we did.
So we had a band, and it was I was 50. My friend Joel was 65, and Kathy was 77.
I was 40.
And we had
40,
a whole bunch of
40,
gigs lined
42.
up, and she got kidney stones.
Not me.
Kathy got kidney
the woman
stones.
who was doing.
So
singing.
we needed to get a third woman in there, and I heard you sing in harmony,
Yeah.
and I said, "You want to sing with us?" And little did I know that your family played folk music in the 50s with the Seegers at Manumet School in upstate New York. And so I said, maybe she'll learn 4 songs. How many songs did you learn?
Yeah, I knew all the songs they were doing. I think I did. I think I knew them all, like 12. And I ended up singing with them, and then they brought me down for the older person there, Kathy. And that was it. We started playing music together.
She first said, "We'll see about that."
Yeah, the other.
but
then
she
we
didn't
sang
hear
together.
you, and then you
Yeah.
sang together, and you have a knack for finding all of the strange harmonies that make chords minor or major or dissonant. You have a way of doing that, and you managed to find. See, I sang my tunes, and Kathy doubled me. She was an opera singer,
Yep.
and she doubled me. She
High
sang,
soprano.
She
Yeah.
sang like Ronnie Gilbert in the Weavers, and Joel sang melody, and so we didn't have that middle piece, and suddenly you
That was
came
me.
on, and you were the middle piece.
Yep.
And it's a thankless job. It's a thankless job because if you've ever sang baritone in a choir, you'll know that the baritone is all the notes that nobody else wants. It's the leftover notes.
Yeah, the Seegers.
But
Seeger.
you were excited about those leftover notes.
Yeah, I think that I always say, Johnny's on here, my brother Johnny, that the reason that I find such funky harmonies is that I have 3 older brothers, and if we would sit in the, during the Beatles, we would sit in the car, and my parents would be driving us somewhere, my brothers would all find a harmony, and there wasn't much left, and I would find something that really didn't necessarily fit, but that worked, and that's how I learned to sing harmonies. I don't know if that's true or not. My brother Johnny might know that better than me.
And we had a wedding with 250 people in a place that held 100.
Yeah, we just celebrated 20 years yesterday.
We celebrated 20 years yesterday, and
Wednesday.
we had
20-year anniversary.
We had a room that had 20 musicians in it.
Yeah, and we had 8 drummers. It was pretty funny. We did like a half an hour thing of Mustang Sally. Nobody wanted to stop. We were having so much fun.
Yeah, and
we've been blessed.
And then
and the rest is history.
When the primary band finished, a secondary band sat
People
in.
just kept getting up and jumping.
getting
And
up
that's the
and
thing about the
jumping in.
music community. And if none of us knew what we all did for a living. Larry and I had played music together for probably a year or so before he knew what I had done, and before I knew what he did for a living, because it was about the music. And that still that's the real thing, is the music. So we're going to do one more song, and then we're going to let you go. Because
before we do that, most of these songs, you write the lyrics and I wrote the music. But you wrote the lyrics and music to Paper from the Wood, Making Paper from the Wood. And
Away Love Away, you wrote all the music and the words.
And so you have a way about you painting. I mentioned a while back that I tend to write stories, and Leslie tends to do pastel painting.
The rest is history.
And,
I write a lot of poems that I send, and he puts music
is a pastel painting kind of thing, and Making Paper from the Wood is just snapshots of things. And you wrote the Equinox. And the Equinox has that Celtic feel.
Tribal, yeah.
And you wrote most of the words of "I'll Be With You Soon."
Yep.
And you wrote "Say No More."
Yep.
Yeah,
you know how it's funny when anybody who writes music, that you get times where all of a sudden something starts bubbling up, and you say, "Oh, I've got to put this down, and I've got to go down and go and write through it," and.
It's actually kind of a shame that we couldn't do all 100 songs for you, because
100 songs that we've written. Maybe we'll do
just keep
an
writing
Ellen
and writing.
marathon someday and just do them all.
Jessie's Well has really helped.
Yes, it has, and
Jessie's
we've got to
Well
get
has
on the
really
ball
helped
because catch
we
them at the
wrote
beginning
the
of the month.
Equinox, we wrote "Say No More." There's a whole bunch of other songs that we wrote on Jessie's Well that we haven't played here.
But thank you for having us. We're gonna do our last song, and then
this is the song that we always do at the end of every show, and
you all know it's Tuesday nights at 7 EST.
They were poem pieces that you sent to me when we were courting.
We used to call this the biscuit song, because when we had four dogs and 5 cats, they would all come at the end of the song. We'd say, "Biscuit time," and they would all come, and Beezer would purr, and we'd have a moment of, Beezer purr, but it's still become the friends. It's the friends like we song, because of all of our friends that are part of our music community. But thanks for having us.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Neither here, never there. We can be most anywhere without our friends, that's you, to help us out. We'd blunder asunder and babble about. We'd take wrong turns, we'd lose our way. We'd wander off like an old sad stray. So lucky are you, and lucky are me, that both of us have friends like we. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Me and you, you and me, friends like us, forever be. We make us smile, we dry our tears, holding each other throughout all our years. Could be we laugh, could be we cry. No time to stop and to wonder why. So lucky are you, and lucky are me, that both of us have friends like we. So lucky are you, and lucky are me, that both of us have friends like we. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. We wrote that back in I wrote that like in 2004, and we played it at the Dadgad Coffee House. The Friends Like We. I wrote the music to that. You wrote the words to it. I picked the words out of and there was a guy.
2004. Yeah,
2004.
That makes
and there was a guy there who was an English teacher, and he came up and he
Friends
said,
Like
you know,
We. Okay.
he says, you know, I could fix that grammar for you.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I write.
That's how she writes.
I don't write with correct
Lucky are you,
English.
and lucky are me.
Lucky are you, and lucky are me.
That both of us have friends like
it just
we.
works out. It works. It's the way we always end our show. If you'd like to jump on, if you haven't been on our Tuesday night show at 7, we'd love to have you. We're up to 227.
We're doing our 227th show, and those of you who are in Maine, come out to the activists show that we're doing on June 1st, and then on the 20th of June we're playing at the Hammond Street
There's
Congregational
nobody on here is
Church.
from Maine.
Well, and then on the 27th of July we're playing at Crumpet, and on the 20th of August we're doing a CD release.
Oh, a big
with
one
a
in a real
big-
theater. A real
a
theater
big-
in Bucksport.
Big CD release with a real theater in Bucksport,
Yeah.
and we're
And
really
my brother Al might even come up and play bass. There's one of the kiddies.
Yep. So we're excited about that. So I hope you got a little bit of a feel for some of our songs, some of the Jesse's Wells songs, some of the older songs, some of the really older songs, some of the newer songs. Yeah, I'd say about half these songs we wrote in the last 10 years, and half of them were written way, way back. So there you go.
Thanks for sharing it out and for
Thanks
being
for
here.
sharing
It's
it
always
out.
nice to have the support with the music.
And I'll put the replay up, and so you can listen to it. And well, of course, yeah, I'm gonna put the replay up because Facebook is doing something a little nasty now. Facebook is taking videos down after a month. So what I do is I take the videos and I put them on our website. I've recorded them and I put them on the website as YouTube videos, and so they exist in perpetuity, or as long as YouTube is around. All right. So
Peace, love, dove.
peace, love, dove.
Thanks for having us. See you next time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See you guys. And let me find this. I can't imagine why the comments didn't come out. I'm trying to.
There we go. Bye.
Bye 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 bye.
Didn't end.
Oh, there you go.
It says live. Did you end it?
Yeah.
That was so beautiful, Leslie. Oh my God. Wow. Really, really touching and meaningful. Sending a big hug, girl. Sorry, can we drive to that? Go get rid of that tablecloth.
Yeah. Hold on. I've got to start.
Yeah, I don't have to be there till 6.
Give me a second.
Looks like you had a great trip. I'll catch up with you soon. Sorry. Couldn't catch your call yesterday. Period.
You ought to go out there and visit.
Out where?
Out to Deb's and have a good time.
Oh, Fred. Yes. That's where we wrote about creepy crawly creatures and little crocodiles. LOL. Thanks for the support and for sharing it out. Actually, in Arizona was where we got our chops up even more and started playing out real concerts quite a bit. So,
We played bars.
yeah, busy day. We're doing a benefit for my oldest friend that day.
Hey everybody,
God, look at this creepy thing.
we're
Look.
signing on
That's what
4
that
minutes
tip looked
early
like.
so that Leslie can share it out. We're in Jessie's well.
Yeah?
Yeah, and you can go down to Jessie's well
Oh, there we are. Okay. There we go.
and share it out to
Got it.
Larry Latour and share it no, listen.
Okay, we have to meet her at 6, Larry.
Okay,
It's 5:23.
Huh?
5:23. We have to meet her at 6 over
Where?
at the mall. I told you.
Okay, I just got it. I'm downloading some
Actually,
stuff.
I can go. You can stay.
No, I'm going with you. I want to go. I want to get out of the house. We're on about 3 minutes early so that we can get this show going. I'm Larry. This is Leslie.
Hello there.
We're the subjects of a Meet the Artist today.
Okay, so no, we're not going to be like, this isn't going to be like a Zoom room
No.
with anybody on it.
No.
I thought Sandy, for some reason, like Sandy was interviewing us or something.
No, but I think Sandy wants us to talk about our songs and give it a little time. I gotta move this aside.
In the car? Question mark.
Here you go. Hi, Kat.
Okay. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was in the
doing
Jessie's
things
World
here.
Songwriter group.
Except
Period.
Did you get it too?
if people are going to talk to us.
We're gonna put it up.
From all over the world.
Did you get it to Larry?
Yes.
They asked us to do a Meet
So
the
you'll see his
Artists
comments.
show.
You'll see the comments.
Okay.
You'll see the comments.
Did we do this? Did we?
Okay, see you at 6. People are always surprised to see us. If we did like quarantine karaoke and stuff,
What did they say? They love the music?
they were just surprised that we were on. Well, like Deb and Johnny were surprised we were on.
Ah, come on!